Hi, Steve Schlegel, Mentoring to Mastery. Just wanted to have this quick little discussion with you. Does your business suffer from any issues or problems? Well, of course it does. All businesses do. But you know, there's a key maxim to remember. Successful businesses solve problems. Unsuccessful businesses don't. And so if you find yourself getting stuck from time to time, it might just revolve around your ability to solve those issues. I'd recommend two things when you think about that process. First is when an issue comes to mind, or a problem, a difficulty, a hurdle that you've got to overcome, write it down. If you don't, it's going to bug you until you get to the point where you're going to solve it, or you ignore it, and we don't want to ignore it. So let's write it down. Set a specific time every week. I like to solve problems during leadership team meetings that we have on a weekly basis. Perhaps you have those and you could do that on a weekly basis and introduce this issue solving process as part of that, or you could start to implement that, but you need to write them down and have a forum for solving them. And second, you need to have a methodology for actually coming up with a solution that's going to work. And I recommend a three-step process. I use an acronym CDS: clarify, discuss, and solve. Clarify is so important because most businesses don't solve problems because they address the issues and they don't solve the actual problem. So probably 50% of your issue solving time is simply clarifying what the real issue is and not getting stuck trying to solve symptoms. Doesn't work. So you need to spend the time to clarify what the real issue is, and then, and only then, do you go into the discussion phase. CDS, the D is discuss. You discuss what are the parameters, what are the issues, what surrounds it, what are the types of things we need to be thinking about in order to come up with a solution. And then the S portion is to solve it, actually come up with a solution. I find that if you've clearly identified what the real issue is, the solutions usually aren't that hard. They're generally simple to come up with. They might be difficult to implement, but they're not that hard to come up with. And so remember that methodology, CDS, clarify it, spend the time, always ask the why, what's the real issue? Go deeper, deeper, deeper. Be a 2-year-old. Why? 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 Keep asking the question, get deep, figure out what the real issue is, then you can discuss it, then you can solve it. But once you've solved it, don't just quit there, because someone needs to be put in charge of implementing that solution and has to have a step-by-step plan to get it done and a time frame by which it will be accomplished. If you wrap that together, that can be a great issue-solving process for your organization, which will help you to be a successful business. Don't get stuck by not having a methodology for solving issues and problems within your business. I encourage you to do that. Get it in place right now if you don't already do it, and make it happen. Your success depends on it.